So Orochimaru has literally been that character that has survived the test of time. Like, there is no better exaggeration. Well, probably that isn't even an exaggeration, really and truly. Now, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I'm recording this as of Saturday. Today, as you can already tell by the video titles, I want to discuss the return of Orochimaru in the Boruto manga. Now, for the most part, Orochimaru has been a character that's had some decent appearances in the Boruto anime, but aside from the first major arc of the Boruto manga, which is essentially the Boruto Naruto the movie retelling, we haven't seen Orochimaru again. He's only been referenced here and there, and chapter 35 of the Boruto manga for the most part is no different. And of course, spoiler warning if you haven't read Boruto chapter 35 yet, or if you're an anime only watcher. Yeah. But yeah, chapter 35 for the most part isn't any different. He was actually referenced in the chapter, as most of you know, as we get to find out that the Byakugo are the strength of 100 seals seal that Sakura and Tsunade used. Actually, there's a lot of history and mystery behind it that's yet to be uncovered, surprisingly, but that's not the topic of this video. But apparently, this claim has been brought up by Mitsuki, who claims that Orochimaru is the one that has mentioned it to him. Now, with that said, it's safe to assume that Orochimaru will be making an appearance in the Boruto manga sooner or later. Now, for any Naruto fan, that would say that Orochimaru is going to play a pivotal role in the battle against the Otsutsuki, Kara, and whoever else shows up. I'm pretty sure any other Naruto fan wouldn't really contest that opinion for the most part. Orochimaru is one of those characters who's going to be pretty essential to the survival of the ninja world, I'm sure. And with that said, I actually have a theory video that I want to do, I have in mind, but probably in the next few days, probably during the coming week, more or less. But yeah, Orochimaru coming back into the story, as I've already pointed out, he's going to be essential in the upcoming battle against Kara and the Otsutsuki, I'm sure. Now, he's a character that was the original big bad, more or less, and for the most part, ever since the introduction of the Akatsuki, Madara, Pien, Obito, he's maintained a presence, but he's pretty much been sidelined. The intimidation and fear and, you know, that big boss or final boss factor that he had in the original Naruto is no longer there. And pretty much these days he's chilled out. He's had a artificial son in Mitsuki, as you already know, and he's pretty much been under watch by Konoha, but he has a working relationship with Naruto for the most part. Now, going forward with his quote-unquote reintroduction into the story, there's a lot of the expectations I have of him, and I'm pretty sure you guys also. Now, one thing I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to see of Orochimaru is an all-out battle between him and a Kara member or a member of the Otsutsuki clan. Now, in such a battle, one thing I want to see, especially since it's been forever and a day since we've seen Orochimaru in action, probably in the the fourth Great Ninja War when he teamed up with Hiruzen. But it was just a short team up that we saw. Now, in terms of my expectations, I just hope he doesn't get the Kakashi, the Kakashi treatment. And what I mean by that is that, hey, I know 1,000 jutsu. Let's only use 6 of them. That's what I mean. Orochimaru has been always built up as a character, the research scientist for the most part. He's trying to understand the mystery and the origins and just find out every jutsu that's out there. So in a battle against characters like these, who they are powerful, but they could be more in terms of raw power, I'd say. It would be interesting to see Orochimaru pull out a diverse moveset with all he's learned over these last, I don't know, 70. How old is Orochimaru at this point, really? When you do the math, he has to be at least 70 years old when you really think about it. So I think it's time he actually does that. But even the Kakashi treatment, I think it happens with a lot of characters in the series for the most part. Now, the next thing I can expect, or I'm hoping we can get from Orochimaru with his reintroduction into the series, is just some history or knowledge uncovered about Kara. you know, going forward, we haven't really seen much of Orochimaru in the Boruto manga, so I'm sure he's been doing his own research with all the happenings in the world. It would be strange to visit Orochimaru and have him not know anything about Kara for the most part. I'm sure he has someone or some knowledge on Kara, but with things going forward, it seems like we might get Tsunade reintroduced as well. But I'm interested to see what Orochimaru himself has to say about the Byakugo, or the Strength of 100 seal. Because I still find it strange, and I mentioned it in my Boruto review, that it's really strange that the seal itself, there's more to it than meets the eye. There's history behind it that's not known. So I'm interested in see what Orochimaru himself and Tsunade and Sakura, I just want to see what all three of them have to say about the seal. Now let me know what you guys think about Orochimaru coming back into the story sooner or later. I know he was only referenced in manga chapter 35, but without a shadow of a doubt, I'm 99% sure that we'll see him sooner or later. Now leave your comments below, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.